See, I could never do this in my other kayak. One, the rudder goes down too far, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass without the drive system. I think these egrets are nesting out here. In a different kind of way, this is nicer. Only about 8 inches deep, and there's shit tons of weeds. So it's kind of good. And it fits inside the van with the door shut, the latch shut. Nyanquing, wild rice. A common tern is nesting over here as well. There's a big old bass or something. I think I can put this. Camera like that. Guess that's pretty good. See the bird platform? Big fish swimming around here. There's so many weeds, I don't see how you catch them without getting your line hooked up. That I got this, I know I am. 100%. See, here goes a fish. I think these birds are nesting over here. is a huge ring-billed gull. Giant. How beautiful it is out here. Wild rice. Cool back here. I could never do this in my other kayak. It's just like solid weeds, like 2 inches under the water. So I'm glad I got this. Even if I didn't have the drive in it, the rudder would drag bottom. And if you're in a kayak that's designed for a rudder, without it in it, you're all over the place. I don't know if I can go through up here or not. See, now this is shallow here, so I'll be coming out here when it's cold. That other one, you know, I wouldn't mind going where it's cold, but certainly not here. I don't know if this is too shallow or what. I'm gonna find out. This uses hardly any water. I thought I'd have to take off my shoes, but I didn't. I was able to get in and just push off with the paddle. This is a Pelican XR 100 or something like that. Bridge over the River Kwai. Wild rice. Saginaw Bay. This is beautiful. Down here or not? Beautiful out here. Next time I'll bring my doka pole. This is really great. This is better than I thought it would be. I never paddled a kayak before. This is like you barely touch it. I got a premium paddle, it's like 80 extra bucks. Fiberglass, long. I'm gonna get some great sunsets, I'll tell you that. This chair is super comfortable. A big expense in kayaks is the chair. This is almost like a lawn chair in here. They really rack you for them too. It's about another $300 for a good seat. So, you know, on this particular, this is designed for this kind of application. If I'd have taken this on that across the bay and it had got much worse, this would be a perfect way to drown. Because when this baby fills up with water, it may not sink, but you are really super low. And there's no holes for it to drain out. Can't believe how easy it is to paddle. These look like kingfisher birds up here, a pair of them. I don't think you'll be able to see them on that tree up there. See them? They look like one of those kind of birds. think these weeds would be much of create this much friction, but when you go through these weeds, it's not like you're hitting bottom, but this slows you down quite a bit. Wild rice. See a yellow-headed blackbird. Sorry, ducks. See how a duck can spring right up on the water, fly straight up for about 10 feet, and then head out. Goose can't do that. Neither can a turkey vulture. It's all wing design. They're perfectly adapted for this environment. Well, you're not going to believe it, but I like this better than the other kayak. I can fit it in my van. I can get back in these kind of places. And I don't think taking big long kayak trips, it doesn't really interest me. And this is more stable. You know, when I first pushed off on this, it seemed like it was going to tip over. And then, like, I guess your brain just figures it out, and it hasn't happened since. Oh, there goes a bird. So beautiful back here. I'll have to look on the map better so I know where I'm going. I don't think I'd want to stand up in this one. They claim this is a fishing kayak too, but it might be the last stand. I like this better than the other one. $469. You get a free life jacket, which isn't worth a shit, but I don't wear it when I'm in shallow water and it's warm. So I didn't upgrade the life jacket, but I did upgrade the paddle. I got an $80 paddle. You get a $10 credit. So I think the whole thing was like with tax, I don't know, 5 something. Oh, I got a thing that goes in these mounts too, where I can mount the GoPro better. I got it just sitting up at the front. I didn't even read anything. I read up on this, you know, it's the features I wanted. I wanted something I could put Daisy on my lap. And I wanted something hopefully I could fit with and be able to shut the latch, which I was able to do. And then I just party. This is a Pelican, I think it's a 100 XR or something like that. I didn't even hardly read it. I still got the tags on it. What the hell is this thing? Waterproof your device before use. A lot of neat birds flying around here. And what I'm surprised at is how easy this is to paddle. Mild out of shape butt. It doesn't even feel like you're like it's no resistance. It's just like you're just moving your arms. It doesn't feel like when you row a boat. You get tired quick if you're not used to it. This is like so easy. I didn't even take the stickers off the paddle. This is the way to go if you ask me. If you ask me right now, if I could have known more, I wouldn't even have bought that other one. You got to drag it around on a trailer. It's a pain in the ass. Weighs like 140 pounds, so forget about, you know, doing it yourself. Now, another thing too, they make a cart for that where you can like take it off. See, I didn't have that option here because I read that cart doesn't work that great. So who wants to go through all that bullshit? Plus you might bust up your damn kayak, hurt yourself. This weighs 44 pounds, I think. Here comes a duck right at me. 44 pounds. He needs his damn vision checked. You better not be doing that in the fall, buddy. And what else am I gonna tell you? It's got all sorts. They got all these things where you can strap all this shit down that I'd never probably use because I'm not using it for fishing. I'm just doing this kind of stuff, you know. This is so damn beautiful out here, man. Nobody out here by myself. I left my cell phone. One bitch they claimed about this is the storage compartment behind me. They say if a boat goes by and water gets in, it's not waterproof. I don't really care because they make waterproof bags. I'm not going to be in that kind of weather, hopefully. This kind of weather. Like I said, this thing would be nothing but a boat-shaped bathtub if you got into rough waves. If you ever like this, I'll bring this out here in the cold. Dress up. I like that icy stuff. This is all shallow. That's not like if I tipped over here and it was November, I probably still would drown. Hypothermia. That's a long way back to that bird observatory when you're freezing and losing heat at that rate. So you know, I will do it but not like crazy. You know what I mean? And I think now that I got this one, I was holding off getting a marine radio, but I think I'll get one now because I'm close enough to Saginaw and Bay City that it's monitored by the Coast Guard. So if I've tipped over, I could call them. Where before I was, you know, wasn't going to be in a situation like that most likely, you know. But if it was cold out here and it cracked in half, or you got wet and you were standing up here, you'd be fucking screwed. Not now so much, but you know, there's nobody out here, which is what I like. You can't have it both ways. I've done this in Alaska, almost 3 months, never saw one person the whole time. Almost went crazy. I knew after a week it was a big mistake. But I hung in there, you know. And what I had to hang in there. What are you gonna do? I didn't see a boat, an airplane, nothing. And I don't even want to say it was a good experience. I love Alaska. I've been everywhere. A lady was asking me about Alaska tonight. I've been everywhere in Alaska. I love it. It was a great experience, but go there when you're young. I was like my 40s. You know, if you're old, take the cruise and go on a guided tour. Because I'll tell you, man, there's people that die all year long in Alaska, even in the summer. You talk about remote. It truly is the last frontier. It's like this, only a billion times bigger. There's places all over there. You could like be the first person there ever. Bears running around. You got to see the big jellyfish too. Look, here's some ducks. 6 ducks. So beautiful. Gonna fly in front of that sundown. Oh, one's got something in his mouth. Want to get out here and catch some sunrises. I don't know if this is smoke or just moisture, but I've been getting 2 nights in a row robbed out of the sunset. I shouldn't say robbed out of it. It's beautiful no matter what. Be great to just sit here and drink a dragon's milk or eat a gummy. I'm not that stupid though. Well, I am that stupid, but I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you, I tell you guys all the time. You really want to check the effects of alcohol or a gummy, which is why it's illegal at a certain level. Try and do math or edit video. It'll give you a brief introduction to Alzheimer's or dementia. You can't, your short-term memory just goes to hell. You do shit. You'll be clicking back and forth in between files, and I'm thinking, did I copy that file yet or not? There's 2 people up on top of the bird observatory. And you'll do that like all night long. It's not just because you're tired or you didn't eat or your blood sugar's low. It's because you're fucked up. Your brain's working different. So I know enough. Like I said, if I've got somebody in my vehicle, I don't drink it all. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll have 1 drink, but it impairs your motor skills. Like, I give you an example. Like, say you took a gummy, you drank a couple Dragon's Milks. I may want to go out and paddle in the bay because it looks calm and there's a good weather report and this thing seems to... You start thinking that way, like a fucking idiot. Before you know it, you're upside down, you're soaked, you lost all your shit. Nobody's around. Because your dumbass thought it was going to be like it is right here now. I'm not doing it. I know how crazy it makes you think. So I just drift away, Toby Gray. Slip sliding away. I like the color combination on this one too. Not that it was that big a deal. Speaking of that, you know these shoes that I keep uploading? You know, I try and turn you guys onto things that I think are good. Well, I found a pair of Clifton 1s. Clifton 1 8s. Brand new. I got them for $100. And they're orange, which I don't give a shit about. But if you look at these high-end, they're not even that high-end. I mean, they're a little bit expensive, right? But if you look at the price of shoes, it's unbelievable. There's that laughing bird. That's a common tern making that noise. It's unbelievable the premium for shoes based on the color. I'm not shitting you. Just look at really cool colors. I wear 11.5 in those foreign shoes. And there's a light like blue. They don't look bad, but they don't look as good as the solid black of the other ones. And sure as shit, there's a nice pair on there now for $115 brand new. Clifton 7s, Bondi 7s, which are really nice. And they're not selling. That's because you go through there, and even though like color isn't that big a deal, if I'm gonna drop $100 or more on some shoes, I want them to like at least be a color I like. Now orange isn't my favorite, but for a brand new Clifton 8, those damn things could be breast cancer pink. That's a good deal. This is such a beautiful night. It's like 80 degrees. Squawking bird. I think I'm going to stop by the casino. It's been such a good day. Look at these beautiful flowering lily pads. I didn't bring Daisy down here today. It was too hot. It was too hot to even leave her in the car for like more than 5 minutes. Even though I got her wet and had water, I thought, I'm not doing this. So I took her home. It was alright. I got my buddy and his wife and her kid 3 nice turkey dinners. So it's no big deal. And I don't need to worry about Daisy. Daisy will fit on my lap just perfect here. And it's been a great day today. I've been staying up late. I gotta quit fucking around now and get down to some business. I gotta, hey, look at, there's a dragonfly on my knee. Get off of my hand, dragonfly. Yeah, I've been just fucking around for so long. There's ducks all over the place. There was a young couple that pulled up just as I still had the plastic wrapper on this. I had to unwrap it. And there's a young couple pulled up, and I could see the look on their face. It's like, oh God, somebody's here. See, now technically, well, I shouldn't say technically, legally, in about 15 minutes I'd be illegal out here. No white light. You know, I'm sure that the Saginaw Bay, see the bass and stuff swimming around here? There's big fish all over around here. I'm sure that, I'm wondering if, there goes another one. I'm wondering if Saginaw Bay is considered, it's got to be considered the Great Lake, right? Part of it. I mean, why the hell wouldn't it? It's Lake Huron. So I'm supposed to have a air horn, a white light, I forget what else. But back fucking around here, I talked to 2 people when I was looking at these kayaks. They were asking me questions about them. And they got tickets for no life jackets. 25 bucks. I got one behind me, but like I said, it's shallow out here. You can see like down here, see the weeds. This looks like it, you know what this reminds me of? Like you're at the top of a breeding aquarium. That's what it looks like to me. That, it looks like that kind of seaweed. Let me see if I can show you some. Maybe I can get some up. See? Looks like aquarium, big lily pads, beautiful, really. This reminds me of Silver Springs, where they used to film the Tarzan. Sea Hunt too. It's really beautiful, super clear. Looks like cabbage. This has been a great night, man. This is one of my best purchases ever. Better than the other one. There's a lot of shit to do on that other big one. You gotta put stuff in it, and trailer it. I like this one a lot better. But well, you got a covered distance. You'd want the other one. It's easy to pedal. Fun. This I can shut the latch. It does come right between the seats, but you can still see out the window good. You wouldn't believe all these concoctions they have for these kayaks. Jet motors, like jets. You put through the middle where the drive goes. Probably somebody coming out here to fish. One thing I was worried about was like getting in it, you know, because it's only like 2 inches deep, but I got in it and pushed off with the paddle, no problem. I'm just enjoying myself. This is the way to go. This is so damn beautiful right now. Wish I had Daisy, but it wasn't cooling down much. And I didn't want to be dealing with her with a new kayak that I wasn't sure how stable it'd be. And it was too hot, so I don't feel too bad about it. Some days I just don't take her, and this was one of them. You're an owl? I'll tell you, any wildlife around here, they must just be never run out of food. There's just frogs. Saw a leopard frog the other day. There's somebody up there on the yeah, somebody up on the wildlife deck. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Out by the casino, got a couple dragon's milks. I highly recommend this kayak. It's got a great chair in it, all sorts of little compartments and stuff, which I don't use. I met a girl when I was looking at kayaks, like in her mid-30s. She lives in Midland. We were talking. She gave me her phone number, said maybe we can go kayaking sometime, but I mean, really pretty. I bet we won't. I think she was just being nice. I didn't bring it up, she did. She's a chemical engineer for Dow. She must have saw the Astro van. These are the little mounts up there, those black things. I bought a thing, they're for fishing poles, but I think I could make one probably work with my GoPro. We'll find out. The GoPro is actually pretty good where I set it tonight, right on that little ledge above that sticker, but it'll also fit in the very top up there. I just didn't do it. I tell you guys all the time, anybody that comes up north, you're welcome to use my kayaks. Go out and have a good time, save you the trouble of buying one, and have fun. You can go fish. The other one's this one's supposed to be fishing too, but the other one's way better. And actually legally on the other one, it's got a high capacity, I think 450 pounds. So you can somebody could sit on the back. You know, you're not going out far and just fish off the back. This one, there's not enough room. This one, I think the capacity is 325 or 340. Something like that. I'll give you if anybody's interested, I'll give you the specs if you're looking for a kayak. But so far, this is kayak best experience number one. The more expensive one, number two. I'm going to be signing off. So thanks for riding along with me. I'll upload this when I get home. This is my GoPro 9. Cinematic mode 4K.